Hey guys, just doing a quick market analysis today for you guys. So we just have got a bit of a long signal on, I think it was Friday in the morning, early morning, for USD against the Swiss franc. So the signal was around 0.923. I was entering a little early. I was expecting this red candle to turn green, which it turned red. So basically the MACD lagged out. That can happen. So I'd wait for the actual signal to hit. It's best just to wait for the signal. Don't try to be early. Just follow your conditions as they are. Don't try to change them on the fly. Like, just keep them as they are and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Don't try to change it or try to be early. That can, like, for example, it did go down for a little bit, which it did end up going up. And another thing is, there's honestly no way that price action would have worked here. So if you're just looking at a chart like this and you're trying to go long, if the price declines here, well, a lot of people are out, they're trying to follow the price, and then they're like, okay, well, it's going back up, so I'm entering here, I'm going up, and then then later on the price is going down, and they're like, oh, well, it's going down. So they don't really know what's happening. For me, I have my momentum indicator, so I'm knowing, okay, well, we were oversold here. We were getting close to oversold here. There's some momentum starting now. For example, we were neutral here, but there's some momentum starting to go down here. So I'm looking at my momentum indicators. I don't need to use price action. Because pretty much it's telling me exactly what's happening. Pretty much, on another note, there was a short signal today. Again, I was entering a little late because I think I was sleeping because it's a holiday today. So it was a 10 pip. So the entry was around 1.066. I think I got in the fives. I would like to get in. I would have liked to get in the sixes, but I wasn't exactly watching. We'll see if this continues. It might. It should continue. But again, I think my win rate's only around 70, maybe 80%. So we'll see if it continues. So if we go to USDJPY, there should be a long here starting pretty soon. Of course, there was a pretty large decline. As you can see, there was a nice rise after that fall. Then we kind of got up to resistance there, and then we continued down. I think we could get a nice rise pretty soon, hopefully, once we see some momentum starting to show. Right now it looks like it's starting to converge. As you can see, we have the price here. If you see the price here, the price was actually the first peak. If you can see the crosshair, we have the first peak there, which was around 131.211. And then now we have these stupid lightning bolts now showing the news on the headlines. I might have to turn that off, but you can see that the price actually moved down from 1.31 down to the 1.30s. And in that time, we had the momentum oscillator actually move up. We could be showing that there's a big move coming to the upside pretty soon, which has been starting, because as you can see, that histogram, that orange histogram, has actually been closing higher, while the price has been closing lower. So we could see some movement up pretty soon. The pound pretty flat, not moving too much, pretty neutral here. all across. As we can see here, it's right at zero, right at the 0 y-axis, because of course the MACD has a y-axis, and you can see it's right at 0 on the y-axis. Pretty much, it's really close to 0. RSI is neutral. My other oscillator is pretty neutral as well, right in the middle of everything. So it's pretty neutral on the 4 hour, similar to US Canadian, pretty flat right now. Still expecting the Swiss franc to go up a little bit, US Swiss franc. Australian US, maybe trying to go short soon. I was hoping for a little bit more, a bit of a spike higher, but it may start to turn down now. I'm gonna wait for New Zealand US, kind of flat right now, as well, as you can see right near the 0 lines, or the 50 areas. And that's about it. The DXY is closed for the holiday. I thought it would be opening up. I think it should be opening up. Actually, yeah, it's probably going to be closed then, because New York's on holiday. It's a bank holiday. Canada's on a bank holiday. Most countries are on a bank holiday today for the New Year's Day, which is actually the Monday, which is today. So DXY will probably be closed again till maybe London, because of course that'll be, yeah, so it's on, I believe the DXY is in New York time, which right now, my time, I'm on the west coast, so it's 2:26 in the afternoon, 14:26 you can see on the bottom, but they're UTC -5, so it's about 5 o'clock for them, 5:30, it's about 1700, so I don't think the DXY would start at least until 2400 hours, which will be tomorrow for them, so could just be some slow movement until then. So cryptocurrency pretty much had a little bit of a rise here, may see a little bit more, and then we may be running up into this resistance here, and then we could see maybe some short momentum. So right now it's still bullish right now. It hasn't turned down bearish yet. Probably the same thing with Ethereum. Still bullish right now. We can see that MACD starting to maybe show some bearishness, but hasn't closed yet, and the signals haven't crossed yet either. So the fast line's still quite high above the slow line, which means that the momentum could still be moving higher. It's still in an uptrend. So oil's hovering around $80 a barrel. Again, still in a little bit of a bullish phase. I think we could probably come down pretty soon. Maybe once that starts to turn down. So again, the monthly chart is showing that we're still in a heavy bearish phase. So I think we could still see oil come down to $50 or less. We're still in a heavy bearish phase. As you can see, the MACD kind of just crossed down recently after about 2 years, so it's just starting out, it seems like. So we could see a lot more bearish movement. Stock indexes. Still in a bearish phase on the monthly chart. We haven't had any bullish momentum on the monthly chart. Even the weekly on the even the weekly chart is showing that we could be heading back into a bearish phase pretty soon, close to the signal crossing down for the S&P 500. I'm pretty sure the NASDAQ will be the same thing. yeah, so we're still, I think it may still want to move lower again, the monthly chart. Starting to get maybe a little bit almost oversold. I think we could still move lower though, because we haven't had any confirmations that it wants to move up on the monthly. So we could still be moving down. Yeah, so I'll probably just leave it there. Thanks for watching. If you guys like the channel, you can like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.